Okay, we're back. Sorry I had to cut it pretty abruptly last video. But anyway, one thing I want to do for this, since we were gonna finish it up this video, I want to darken the connectors a bit because I feel like they're slightly too bright. Maybe I'm seeing things, but I'm gonna darken the color just a bit. Maybe something like this. And hopefully when it updates, it looks good. And one more thing I want to do, instead of having these little normal map things, instead of having them silver, I'm gonna have them the same color as this and keep the screws the way they are. Because maybe the screws fell off or something and they had to buy new ones and they bought these silver, but the thing that came with the TV, just like these, they were both the same color. So just to bring a bit of interest and things to it. The dirt, I don't think the dirt is doing anything. Yeah, I don't think it's doing anything. I am just gonna get rid of it. We'll do an overall dirt pass anyway, so it really doesn't matter. First, in the wire folder, I'm gonna right click, add a color selection, and for that color I will pick this orange, same as we did last time. And I'm gonna duplicate the connectors folder and name it connector 2. And instead of this paint, I'm gonna remove it and right click, add another color selection. And with that, I will pick this orange again. And here we go. For this, I think I'm gonna make it slightly brighter. Let me see my refs. I know I saw one that were gold on both of them. Yeah, maybe I'll make this one slightly lighter. Maybe something like this would be fine. Yeah, I think this is fine. And let me see, the roughness is pretty. The thing is, these are very light. Maybe lighten up like so. And for the connectors, I'm gonna play with the saturation as well, just a bit like this. Here we go. Yeah, I think this is probably better. I'm gonna test it out. File, export textures, export. Please export. There you go. Yeah, I think I like this better. Ray tracing. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Let's get close real quick. Something weird is going on this. I'm gonna see if it's the dirt. Hopefully we can fix it. Let's see. It might be the AO. I have something here. Is the whole side? No way. I think I selected these with UV chunk. I wanna select them with the mesh fill. So I'm gonna go to my paint, press 4, and click on this. I'm not sure why it's not. I think it's missing a UV chunk. I think it's missing. Yeah, you know what? No one will see it. Let's see, 2D only. Interesting. No one will know. Alright. Well, we just know we won't render that close, huh? But either way, I think I'm gonna keep it like this for now. And even though it feels like something may be missing, maybe some dirt like this we might have to add, but we'll do that with the overall dirt pass we will do towards the end. So for now, I'm just gonna go to my screen. I'm gonna Control Alt right click, go to my screen texture set, make a new fill layer, and for that I have a color thing I use here. I think this one should be more or less accurate because I had to watch a whole video, pick out the color, a whole science behind it. Turn off the height, turn off the normal. For the roughness, I want it to be pretty rough. Maybe not zero rough, but let's see. 0.05 looks good. 0.04 maybe. Yep, 0.04. Alright, and for the metallic, I'll give it a slight bit of metalness, because I feel like glass in 3D, they usually give them metal. Maybe that's just me, but I think this will do. I give it a 0.02 metallic. Let's see, before, after. Doesn't look like it's doing much. 0.2. There we go. Now we're talking. Alright. I like this better. Okay, let's see. What do we need? Alright. I'm gonna do a roughness variation. And with that, whoa. I'm gonna turn off everything but the roughness. And let's see. Let's find a grunge we can add to this. Ooh. Maybe some procedurals, but I kind of want to use some of these. Procedural. Let's see if we find anything. Now I think the screen will be a pretty big part of a render, so let's find something that doesn't look like what we've seen before. Maybe, let's see. This is pretty light, so is this. But these are very contrasty. Alright, let's go with whatever we had first. Where is it? This one. I'm gonna put it right in the roughness. Now you already see it's looking something. Let me see if I can play around with the blending mode for the roughness. So maybe multiply, no. Overlay, no. Screen, maybe. But now it just makes it look frosty. Let's see, screen versus normal. Screen, normal. I think they're both about the same. I think I like normal better because it brings out more of the below roughness. So yeah, I think I like this better. Maybe play around with the opacity a bit. Maybe 75. All right, I'm gonna add a levels just to test out if let's go to the roughness. Instead of in the affected channel, instead of base color, we'll do roughness just to see. I don't think this is doing much yet. No, hold on. Let me try something. Let me try lighten. What does that do? Roughness, it does absolutely nothing. This is mainly black. Alright. Let me reset my levels. Let's see. Maybe a bit higher contrast. Maybe something like this. Let's go to my roughness. Yeah, I think we'll try something like this for now. Lower the opacity a bit, back to 70. Go back to my levels. Play around with that a bit. Yep, I think this is okay for now. I'm gonna add a new fill. I'm gonna call it dirt, maybe dust. But what I'm thinking, right? Let's see if we find a good example. All right, well, maybe not the screens, but what I'm thinking is, if dirt is falling or dust is falling on this, it's gonna have a light coat of dust, and then as it builds up, it's gonna be a thicker coat, and then another coat on top for like little speckles of dust, maybe grains or whatever. So I think that's how I'm gonna build it. All right, let's see. So we're gonna call it dirt 1. First of all, let's change the color, maybe to, I'll keep it default for now. Turn off normal, keep metal turned on, because since the TV, the main base, actually we didn't even name it base. Since the first layer has metal on it, we kind of want the dirt to be non-metal. Maybe, we'll see. Alright, so I'm gonna keep the metal turned on. I'm going to turn off height and roughness. We'll play with that in a little bit. Alright, so let me add a black mask. Let me add a fill. Alright, again, same thing. I'm just gonna choose from these ones I have. Not much of the procedurals. So let's see. Let's try something like this one. That's too patchy. Maybe we can play with it a bit. Alright, let's see my roughness. 0.6 points. I can't really tell. Let me turn off the color for now. 0.6. Maybe. Let me give it some. Actually, let me try another one. I don't like this. Yeah, I knew this wouldn't be that good. Let's see. We could probably use some of these for speckles. Let's try this. I like what's going on here. Yeah, I like this. I like this. This is better. Maybe for the roughness though, maybe we will, let's see, go to my roughness channel. Maybe we'll blend them. Roughness, lighten. Roughness, normal, roughness. Overlay, no. Soft, no. Normal. I'll keep it normal. Alright. I'm gonna add the levels just to bring it out a bit more because right now it's pretty gray. I'm gonna maybe go like this a bit. That's very much too much. Let's see. I can lower the I can lower the opacity a bit. Maybe something like this. Let me try something. Roughness. Yeah, this roughness is fine. I think it's the color that's bothering me. Let me go to color, base color. Let's see, should I do multiply? No. It's not doing much. Lighten. Nah, it's pretty much base, the normal. I'm just gonna lower the color just a bit. Something like this. And maybe I'm gonna add a filter and try to sharpen it just a little bit. It's not doing anything. It's not doing much to be seen. Yeah, I think this is okay. Yep. Again, we can always go back and fix things. Alright, I'm gonna just duplicate this layer and call it dirt 2 and override the whole mask. So right click, add a black mask. And now maybe I'll use just a bit of the base lighter gray color. Let me see, maybe I need a darker, slightly darker gray on here. Yeah, maybe something like this is better. Yep. And this can say almost at default, maybe something like this. All right, let's see, we'll keep the roughness the same for now, and let's do right click, add a fill. Let's see what we can find. I really don't like how now all the normals and all the textures, like all these things, are in the procedurals. I like the old way better. Let's see. Nah, that doesn't look good. Let's type grunge just to filter out some of the grunges in here. Galvanic. No. Let's try this one. Yep. I'm gonna put my color, everything on max again. Roughness, I can't even see what this is doing. My balance. My contrast. No. Maybe my opacity for the color should be a lot lower. Yeah, why not? Roughness, no. Let's try to add the levels. And lower this a bit. Nah, I don't think I like what's happening. Maybe let's try a different. Let's try a different one. What is this? This has scratches in it. I don't know if I like that. It almost looks good, but that's not what I'm looking for. I want something that's thick enough to be able to look like dust. Let's try this. Hey, that's too like all up in your face obvious. You know, sure it looks cool, but I don't think I'll use it. Maybe. Maybe. Alright. Maybe lower the contrast a bit. Yeah, I don't think I like this. Let me go back to the other map and maybe, where was it? Which one was it again? Which one was it? It was this one, right? I'm gonna put it back and I'm gonna lower the opacity. Let's try that. Yeah, I can kind of see that. Yeah. And let's play with the levels a bit. But we don't want it to be completely. Let's try planar. Can I tile it less? Maybe 0.5. I don't like the swirl that's happening here. The balance, maybe something like this. And the roughness, let's see, multiply. No. Lighten. Linear dodge is pretty much the same thing. No. Actually, maybe. Let me quickly add a paint just to test something out, because I kind of want to, yeah, I want to be able to write things on here, you know what I mean? And I want it to be thick enough for me to write things and for you to see it. All right, maybe bring it out a bit more, something like this. Yeah, I can see that. Okay. Yeah, well, I think we'll keep it like this for now. Let me see. Let me do a right click, add another fill. Right now I'm just gonna add a little bit of speckles. Maybe some light, what would you call it? Dust grains on this. Let me get rid of this paint. What can we find? Let me, okay. I know I have some nice speckles grunge maps here. Let's see. I don't remember what they're called. maybe speckles. Yep, these will do. Just gonna add this here like this, and as you can see, I'm gonna put it on linear dodge like this, because before it was overriding everything on there. I'm still not fully set on this. I might have to come back and play around with it, but for now we'll just keep moving with these. Put the blending mode on maybe linear dodge, something like this. We don't need to try planar it. Maybe we don't even need to tile it, because then it gets so small. What I'm thinking is maybe put the levels above. Let's see. Maybe. Or I can keep it like this and just duplicate this layer. Duplicate layers and call it dirt 2 specks, something like this. And then just delete and delete this. No. Delete the grunge map and put the levels above the fill. And now we can reset the levels and just really bring out the little speckles, something like this. There we go. Yep, I think we have this for now. In the next video, I'm just gonna keep working on this dirt 2 layer because I really don't like it. I'll try to make it better before we move on. Okay? All right.